Hello, I'm Joe Campbell, and we run Gotcha Ghost Paranormal Research and Development. And we do, well, we mostly do full spectrum cameras, like this here. You know, nice little prototype cameras, converting to full spectrum or infrared, and we do camcorders and stuff like that as well. But we've been working on a lot of new stuff, like the Spirit Touch, which is really cool. It's based on the flashlight experiment, where you take flashlight and, let's see, I think I have one. You take a flashlight and you turn it on, and then you loosen the base of it until it goes off. Right? All right. Well, oh, all right. Well, this one's a little more sensitive. Anyway, you loosen it till it goes off, and you set it down, and you say, if anybody's in here, can you make the flashlight go on? And somehow the flashlight goes on. You know, if there's a spirit present. But you know, there's a lot of things that can happen inside of one of these flashlights to make it go on by itself that's not always paranormal. You know, the electrons can still jump from one point to the other and cause the thing to go on. So anyway, so what we did is we thought we'd develop something that actually had to be touched in order for it to go on. So the way it does work is that it has to be touched or almost touched. There's a sensor underneath the plastic that makes the light go on. So if anything's there, you ask it to touch the Spirit Touch to make it go on or off. And hopefully if something's close by, ooh, the light will come on. The neat thing about it is that it has to have a flow of electrons from one energy source into this energy source in order for it to trip the electronic switch inside. So something has to be passing through it in order for that to happen. So it's kind of neat. It's experimental, and we're hoping that people will buy them and send us any evidence that they get from that. Okay, the other thing is the raw dive germanium diode passive ITC device, which basically is hopefully a receiver to the spirit world. Spirits don't talk with their vocal cords, of course. This is a device developed by Konstantin Raudive in the 60s and maybe even the early 70s. And what it basically is a crystal radio set that can pick up, hopefully, these spirit voices. It just connects to any voice recorder with a little cable. Plug in a little mini cable there. That's the output. That's the only plug there is. And then you go to the input of your voice recorder or the microphone input. Either one, like that. That's it. And then press record on your recorder and start an EVP session. And the same kind of thing, except this works on radio frequencies, so RF. Another way to do it is through a K2 meter that's been modified with an output switch jack. You just plug in the little thingy, turn on your K2, and then if there is any thought transfers on these waves, which are EMF waves and not radio frequencies, if there was any transfer like that, it would do the same thing. That signal would be transported to the voice recorder and hopefully recorded. So that's kind of how that works. So there you go. Those are the two things we got now. So they're for EVP and then Spirit Touch, and that's pretty much it right now. We're working on some other things, but can't really say anything right now. So there you go. All right.